You have a checking account, a savings account, maybe a retirement account. But there is one account that is literally triple tax-free, and most people have never even heard of it. It is called a health savings account, or HSA, and here is the number that should make you furious. The average American family spends over $6,000 per year on out-of-pocket medical expenses. That money is gone forever. It is taxed, spent, and forgotten. But if you had run that same money through an HSA, you could have saved over $1,500 in taxes. That is not a small amount. That is a return on investment that beats almost any other legal financial strategy. And yet, 70% of eligible Americans do not use an HSA. They are leaving thousands of dollars on the table every single year. Do not be one of them. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly what an HSA is, how it works, and why it is the most powerful retirement and healthcare savings tool you have never used. I will break down the triple tax advantage that no other account offers, the 2026 contribution limits, and the simple strategy to turn your HSA into $1 million retirement fund. You will learn the one mistake that most people make that destroys the value of their HSA, and the simple fix that turns it into an investment powerhouse. Whether you are young and healthy or managing chronic conditions, this video will change how you think about healthcare spending. Let me start with the definition that most people get wrong. A health savings account is not the same as a flexible spending account, or FSA. An FSA is use it or lose it. If you do not spend the money by the end of the year, it disappears. An HSA is different. It is yours forever. The money rolls over year after year. It earns interest. You can invest it. And you can take it with you when you change jobs or retire. But here is the catch. You can only open an HSA if you have a high deductible health plan. For 2026, a high deductible health plan is defined as a health plan with a deductible of at least $1,650 for an individual or $3,300 for a family. The out-of-pocket maximum cannot exceed $8,200 for an individual or $16,400 for a family. If your health plan meets those criteria, you are eligible. Now here is where it gets interesting. The triple tax advantage. No other financial account in the United States offers this. Advantage number 1. Contributions are tax deductible. Money you put into an HSA goes in before federal income taxes, and in most states, before state income taxes as well. That is like getting an immediate discount on every dollar you contribute. If you are in the 22% tax bracket and you contribute $1,000, you save $220 in federal taxes alone. Advantage number 2. The money grows tax-free. Any interest, dividends, or capital gains inside the HSA are not taxed. Over time, that compounding effect is massive. Advantage number 3. Withdrawals for qualified medical expenses are completely tax-free. That means you pay no tax on the money going in, no tax on the growth, and no tax on the way out. There is no other account like it. A 401k gives you a tax deduction on the way in, but you pay taxes on the way out. A Roth IRA gives you tax-free withdrawals, but you pay taxes on the way in. An HSA gives you both. Let me give you a real numbers example. Suppose you are 30 years old and you contribute the family maximum to an HSA every year for 30 years. For 2026, the family contribution limit is $8,300. If you contribute that amount each year and invest it in a simple index fund earning 7% annually, after 30 years you would have over $785,000. That is not a typo. Nearly $800,000. And if you use that money for qualified medical expenses in retirement, you pay zero tax, zero. If you had put that same money in a taxable brokerage account, You would have paid taxes on the contributions, taxes on the dividends, and capital gains taxes when you sold. The difference is over $200,000 in taxes saved. That is the power of the HSA, but most people make a catastrophic mistake with their HSA. They use it as a checking account. They put money in, and then they spend it on copays, prescriptions, and doctor visits the same year. That is like using your 401k to pay for your groceries today. You are missing the entire point. The real wealth-building strategy is to pay for your current medical expenses out of pocket with after-tax dollars and let your HSA grow untouched for decades. Here is the secret that financial advisors love. You can save your receipts. There is no time limit on reimbursing yourself for qualified medical expenses. That means you can pay for a $500 doctor visit today with your credit card, keep the receipt, and then reimburse yourself from your HSA 20 years later. In the meantime, that $500 has been growing in the market. By the time you reimburse yourself, it could be worth $2,000, and the reimbursement is still tax-free. That is the ultimate loophole. Now let me break down the 2026 contribution limits. For an individual with self-only coverage, the maximum HSA contribution is $4,300. For family coverage, the maximum is $8,300. If you are age 55 or older, you can make an additional catch-up contribution of $1,000 per year. That brings the family total to $9,300. These limits apply regardless of your income. You can contribute even if you have a high income, unlike a Roth IRA. And contributions can be made by you, your employer, or anyone else on your behalf. But here is the warning. If you contribute more than the annual limit, you will pay a 6% excise tax on the excess amount every year until you remove it. So be careful not to overcontribute. Also, if you are enrolled in Medicare, you cannot contribute to an HSA. Once you turn 65 and sign up for Medicare, your HSA contributions must stop. But you can still use the money you have already accumulated tax-free for medical expenses, including Medicare premiums. So how do you actually start using an HSA? There are 3 steps. Step 1. Make sure you are enrolled in a high-deductible health plan. If you are not, talk to your employer or shop on the marketplace for a plan that qualifies. Step 2. Open an HSA. You can open one through your employer, through a bank, a credit union, or an online provider like Fidelity, Lively, or Health Equity. Choose a provider that offers low fees and investment options. Step 3. Set up automatic contributions from your paycheck. If you contribute through your employer's cafeteria plan, those contributions are made pre-tax, and you also save on payroll taxes, which is an additional 7.65% savings. That is free money. Now let me talk about investing your HSA. Many HSA providers require you to keep a cash balance of $1,000 to $2,000 before you can invest the rest. Once you hit that threshold, invest the excess in low-cost index funds. Do not leave it sitting in cash earning 0.1% interest. Over 30 years, the difference between cash and a 7% return is hundreds of thousands of dollars. What qualifies as a qualified medical expense? The list is surprisingly broad. It includes deductibles, copays, prescriptions, dental and vision care, even over-the-counter medications with a prescription. It also includes mileage to and from medical appointments at a rate of 22 cents per mile in 2026. It includes long-term care insurance premiums and Medicare premiums. For a complete list, refer to IRS Publication 502. Now let me address the question that everyone asks. What if I use my HSA for non-medical expenses? If you withdraw money for non-medical expenses before age 65, you pay income tax on the withdrawal plus a 20% penalty. That is a stiff penalty. Do not do it. After age 65, the penalty goes away. You can withdraw money for any reason and pay only ordinary income tax, similar to a traditional IRA. That means an HSA is also a powerful retirement account, even if you never have medical expenses in retirement, but the best use is still for tax-free medical withdrawals. Let me give you a real-world example of the optimal HSA strategy. Meet Sarah, a 40-year-old healthy professional. She has a high deductible health plan with a $3,000 deductible. She contributes the family maximum of $8,300 to her HSA each year. She pays for her routine medical expenses, about $1,000 per year, out of pocket with her credit card. She saves every receipt in a folder. She invests her HSA contributions in a low-cost S&P 500 index fund. By age 65, her HSA has grown to over $1 million. She has a stack of receipts for over $25,000 in past medical expenses. She can reimburse herself for those receipts tax-free at any time. She also uses her HSA to pay for her Medicare premiums and long-term care insurance. She never pays a penny in tax on that $1 million. That is the power of the HSA. Now let me compare the HSA to other accounts. A 401k allows you to contribute up to $23,000 in 2026, but withdrawals are taxed as ordinary income. A Roth IRA allows tax-free withdrawals, but contribution limits are lower, $7,000, and income limits restrict who can contribute. An HSA combines the best features of both. It offers tax-deductible contributions like a 401k and tax-free withdrawals like a Roth, and there are no income limits. Even if you earn $500,000 per year, you can still contribute to an HSA if you have a qualifying high-deductible health plan. One more hidden benefit. HSA funds can be used to pay for long-term care insurance premiums. For 2026, you can use HSA dollars to pay up to $5,780 for a person aged 61 to 70, and up to $7,270 for a person aged 71 and older. Long-term care is one of the biggest unfunded liabilities in retirement, and HSA can help cover those costs tax-free. Let me recap the key takeaways. Number 1, an HSA is a triple tax-free account. Contributions are tax-deductible, growth is tax-free, and withdrawals for medical expenses